We are born of the blood, made men by the blood, undone by the blood. Our eyes are yet to open.
Most of us believe that Bloodborne is based on the Lovecraft stories. What if I told you it's a lie, and the event actually did happen? Please, let me open your eyes.
Atonement for the wretches.
Fear the old blood.
All began in 1950 in our fishing hamlet, Minamata. We are used to finding whales on the beach, but this time the whale was weird. It was mutated.
Sick for the wretches.
We are very poor and peaceful people, and it's a blessing from gods when we find a whale on the beach. It happens often, and we're always grateful for it. It's have been like this for centuries. We're proud fishermen. And whaling happens often. Finding a whale on the beach is a time of happiness. We never waste even a little piece. That event gives vitality to our village for months. But that one time, the whale was sick. I don't know if it was a whale. It was horrible. We didn't touch it. We just killed it. And contact the authorities to take care of the mutated body. We couldn't handle it. We're simple people.
Mercy.
Mercy. If we only knew what we have done. Mercy. We cursed everyone. The first sign was the falling chopstick of a child. His hand was not working, and then my cat jumped into a boiling pot and died. The curse of a dancing cat began. The first one who got it were small animals. The cats are dancing in the circle. They lost control, they're possessed. They don't behave normal. The animals, they're blind, most of them. The birds have stopped flying, and the wild dogs we put to the cages. And there's no dogs left in the village. Hundreds and thousands of birds are dead. They're crawling on our fields. It's dangerous to go there. They bite. I'm scared of the crows. We had to kill most of our animals. The pigs, something is growing on them. Villagers are scared. They're saying it's... I don't know what to believe anymore. It starts to be quiet now. Most of the forests are empty. There's no animals in there. Only snakes left. But they are also weird. The snakes are twisting around each other and creating those two cursed beasts. And for 6 long years we have starved. The only one who didn't turn around from us was the sea. We could eat the fishes and everything that was in the sea. The sea is in my blood. I love sea.
Cursed fiends, their children too, and their children forever true.
We're cursed. We're all cursed.
We don't know what caused this. It's insane. Everybody got sick. Fishermen are saying it's a curse, but it feels more like sickness. And we need to find the power and strength of people in our faith. No pregnancy since all the animals died. And the young ones are twisted, obscure, weird. The curse of the dancing cat. Why no woman can get pregnant? They lost the ability to have children. The children are blind. And we're getting blind too. Our priest is recommending covering eye, so we do it. People are shaking, even after death. We put them to coffins and then we chain them so they don't escape. The number of deaths is growing. We're not keeping up with the burnings of the bodies.
Burn! Burn!
That's the only working way, so the body won't rise and kill us at night. No one is helping. We have only each other's and our faith. We're strong together. We will defeat this curse. We will mobilize, create a militia.
It's all your fault!
A curse for he and she.
We found some peace in the church. Together at nights we gather. And from there, we send the groups to find the sickness, invade the houses, burn them, destroy the sickness by force.
Curse here, curse there.
Most of the people have barricaded themselves at home. So did the clinic. The doctors are making experiments. They're trying to find the truth. We all know it's the curse. The curse. You are cursed. They're looking for answer in our children's, in their umbilical cords. Blasphemous. Blasphemous.
And my father was dying too, when the villagers turned against us. It was to the sea. No one can understand why I love the sea so much. The sea has abandoned me. The sea is the blood in my vein.
A bottomless curse, a bottomless sea. Lay the curse of blood upon them, and their children, and their children's children forevermore.
In Japan, most of the people believe that the state of our body is a reflection of our soul, and everything bad that happens to our body is caused by the toxic soul. Our daily decisions are reflecting in the way we look and the way we feel in our bodies. Most of Japanese people were unsensitized by the situation of Minamata, and some of them actually believe that it was well-deserved punishment. Whole Minamata situation became a taboo, and government was not happy to talk about his failure. Sending military and doctors would be like admitting that there is a problem. Years are passing, and around the Minamata situations, legends are born. Legends that tell a story about the god that was killed by fishermen that started the curse. There were gossips about the cults, that the villagers were doing black magic. They were saying that the villagers were making experiments, blood-related rituals. Many people even speculated and believed that maybe people in Minamata possess some kind of superpowers, and if they go to the town, that they might also receive a superpower blessings. Gossip was spreading, and most of the people in Japan were scared and terrified. Some might say it was just all a fiction, a fantasy, but not the children. For them, the impact was massive, and the echoes of those situations we can see in art, comic books, anime, or video games. Hidetaka Miyazaki was just a child when he heard the story of Minamata. Miyazaki was born in prefecture called Shizuoka. The last name Miyazaki is quite popular in Japan, and the roots of the name come from a city called Miyazaki. Just few kilometers from Miyazaki town lies Minamata. And we don't know if Miyazaki was visiting that city or does he have a family there. But we might speculate and just imagine what small Miyazaki could heard when he was a young child, and what kind of impact did it created on his work. This horrible situation that took 30 years from 1932 to 1968 was created by a factory, Chiso Corporation. The factory was dumping massive amounts of mercury to ocean. Poisoned fish were eaten by cats and all the animals around the city, and because those animals were smaller than humans, the effect came faster. And of course, after that, the next animals were dogs and pigs, and eventually humans. The first victims of the mercury poisoning were children. The first sign of mercury poison is neurologic, movement problem, unstoppable shaking. The next stage of the disease is problem with your eyes. 3,000 people have died and 10,000 were poisoned. Till this day, the catastrophic effects of that time are visible in Japan. And even though we know what caused the problem, there are people who still believe in a god story. We know it was mercury, and we know that mercury is the most important substance in the whole Bloodborne universe. It's in our blood, and once our blood is poisoned, it became pale. Our main character's blood contains mercury that we can pull out and create silver bullets. Mercury is also needed to create spells. Mercury that doesn't have no smell and can have many forms. And it's called a formless Oiden, one of the gods in Bloodborne universe. So you can see how Chiso Company became a symbol for suffering and disaster. And this is the biggest secret in the Bloodborne universe, that Oiden is actually symbolizing something more.